Hello. Why is fishing and business so similar? I'll give you an analogy. When you go fishing, you have this big range of lures you can actually use. And what you do is you tie a different lure on, you throw it out, you cast, pull it in, cast, pull it in, put another lure on, cast, throw it out. And eventually you get to your third or fourth lure, bang! You're in, you wind it in, you got the fish. It's the same with business. You see, sometimes you've got to keep changing your adverts or keep changing your advertising or look at your target market. And you keep throwing something out there and eventually you find the best lure, the best way to actually find customers. And then you can keep changing your lure up. You might find a better one and the next one might be worse. Or you find something that actually works. And you'll find, as a fisherman, I've got half a dozen of my favourite lures for all different types of fishing. You know, I've got a tackle box full of hundreds, but I really only use 6. And that's like marketing, that's like finding customers. There's so many different ways to find customers, but you've got to find what works for you. You've got to find your best lure. You've got to find how you present it, how you cast it out, and how quickly you get a bite back. And that's what business is all about. You see, if you just simply put the one lure on and you had one lure in your tackle box and kept casting it out, and the fish weren't biting or the people weren't responding to your ad, you're never going to be great in business. You're never going to get the success that you want or the customers that you want. So you've got to, like fishing, we have such a range of different lines. You have swivels, you have sinkers, you have hooks, all these different shapes, sizes. And whatever fish you're after, you've got to keep changing the size of the hook or changing the weight that gets it down deep enough. And it's the same with business. That's what customers are. Customers are a different variety of fish. Some fish take a big hook, some fish take a little hook. And you've got to know this. This is target markets, target fishing. I couldn't go out there and catch whiting with a big hook like this. And I probably couldn't go get a big fish with a tiny whiting hook. You need to adjust your marketing regularly if you want to get more customers. And fishing is patience game. You really have to understand the tides, the weather. You've got to understand where you're fishing and the time of day. And it's exactly the same for customers. You know, social media is a prime example. Certain times of the day, more people are on there than others. You've got to know what the right target market is and where they are when you're casting your line out. You've got to understand this and you'll get more customers. Fishing is probably the closest thing you'll ever get to owning a business because there's so many fishing rods, lures, there's so much there that sparkles and twinkles that people buy. But none of it catches fish. It's there to catch the fisherman. And the same thing happens in business. It's like going out buying the flashiest website or spending money on the latest phone or whatever you're going to buy just because you think it's going to get your customers or your image. When in fact, it may not be the right one for you. You see, sometimes in business, what I mean by that is you might say, well, a phone. Of course I need a phone and I like the latest ones. But in business, a lot of times you have a set budget. You have so much money. You need to spend the minimum amount you need to get the job done so that you can actually survive in business until your business is up and running or you get through the bad period. Because if you just spend money willy-nilly and buy the latest rods, the latest, you spend heaps of money on advertising that doesn't work because it's the wrong type of lure, then you're really going to waste your money. By the time you actually find success, or you may not even find it yet, your money's dwindled away and you've got nothing left. And then you close your business down. And that's why I always say be very careful of where you spend your money. Understand that a lot of things in business you really don't need to spend money if you understand how business works. And I say the greatest education you can ever get is reading books, is finding the 30 top seller books on business. Go to some of the great websites, go to some seminars, understand how business works, and then you don't need to spend money on so many different things because you'll be able to do them yourself. And the more business knowledge you have, the easier your business will run. It's the same with a fisherman. And you only get that through experience. You only get that through doing. You know, I can go fishing with so many people because I've fished since I was a little tacker. And I can generally outfish most people because I've done it so often. I grew up on the jetties. I've lived all my life in Exmouth, Port Hedland. I've always fished. It's been my best pastime. And it's because I do it all the time that I actually catch so much fish. And it's the same with business. Because I've been in business over 25 years, I understand how customers buy. And that's what you need to do. That was my personal reference. What about you? How much time do you spend understanding how customers buy? How much time do you spend on your business to actually know the ins and outs of your business and the things that you can do and you can improve? The greatest thing you can ever do in business is evaluate yourself. If you can actually be honest with yourself and ask, do I really know how to do that? And if the answer is no, the best thing you can do is spend the time to learn how to do that yourself. Because the minute you actually go and employ other people to do it for you, not only are you taking away that money from your profit, but you're also putting yourself in the trap of next time you want to do it, you've got to keep employing the same people or keep giving them money. And why would you want to keep doing that? Why wouldn't you want to learn how to, not only does it save you money, it's building up your knowledge. My name is Ray Results Roach. If you like what I'm saying, my hits, tips and strategies, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join my community, and then you'll keep updated with the posts that I put. Thank you and have a lovely day.